So I am sitting here with Jenna Bain, and I just wanted to start off by saying thank you for taking the time to interview with me today. Could you just give a little background on what you do and how long you've been doing it for?
So I've been a speech language pathologist for about 3 years now, and I work with children with various communication disorders.
Okay, so you specifically work with children?
Yes, I work with the preschool population, so that's students ages 3 to 5.
And how many students do you typically work with?
I have 39 kids on my caseload currently. The preschool that I work at, there are 5 SLPs in our building. So one strictly does all the testing and evaluations, and then the 4 of us do all of the treating. So we share around the same amount of kids, give or take a few.
Okay, now with everything going on, you are transitioning into teletherapy. From what you've done this far, have you experienced a drop in your caseload, or do you anticipate the number of students you serve to go down?
So out of the 39 students that I have so far, I have 23 that are scheduled for speech therapy sessions using teletherapy. And that remaining number includes families that have not responded to any of my calls, families that I haven't gotten in touch with yet, families that don't have the technological abilities to do teletherapy. So families that I'm just providing like hard copy materials for them to work on at home, and then just families that altogether have opted out of doing teleintervention during the school closures.
Okay, so what are some of the services you provide typically, and how are these going to be implemented now through teletherapy?
So typically I would see kids for speech therapy in various ways. Some I see in group sessions with other students, some I just see individually. I worked in the classroom with the students. I pulled children out of the classroom. So now moving forward, pretty much all of our sessions are going to be done in the home. Right now, a lot of them are just individual sessions. The district that I work for has not yet moved forward with doing group therapy sessions. So right now it's just me and the child, and then normally a parent and an adult sitting with them working together.
Okay, so from your experiences thus far, and also from some of the preparation you've done through online classes, what do you believe are some of the benefits of this teletherapy delivery method?
From my experience so far, it seems that the parent involvement has been the one factor that has made the therapy sessions the most successful. When the parents are really engaged in the session and encouraging the child to engage in this session, it just makes it flow so much better, and it makes them actually able to target their goals and really focus on me, so that way we're making the same progress in teletherapy versus in person, because the research shows that it can be just as effective.
Okay. Have you experienced any challenges so far, or do you anticipate possible challenges?
Challenges that I could see happening, and some that I have experienced so far, have been just sort of the technological aspect of the teletherapy, making sure your video is working, your audio is working. I started a couple sessions where there wasn't sound and I couldn't really see the families, so sort of like making sure that everyone can use the technology appropriately is going to be what makes this most successful or unsuccessful.
Okay. Now, when you're providing therapy services, is there a difference in gauging the progress of a client in person versus through the computer?
It seems to be that I can track their progress about the same way. Sometimes if there's audio difficulties and I can't always hear the student that well, I will ask the parent, did they make that sound correctly? Did they answer that correctly? Just so that I'm making sure that all my data is factual.
Okay. So you anticipate the parents having a pretty integral role moving forward in the success of these therapy services?
Yes, definitely. In my experience so far, all of my sessions where the parents were really involved were the best sessions.
Okay. Now my last question, do you notice, I know that in your previous position you did a lot of in-home visits where you traveled to this client's house and provided therapy services there. Is there anything you can utilize from those experiences that you think will impact your teletherapy sessions going forward?
Well, always I think that when it's children behave differently in different environments, so the way that they may behave in school may not always be the way that they behave at home. So sort of what I touched on before, that parent involvement in the homes is really is going to be what really impacts my sessions, I think, the most, especially working with young children. If the child can be engaged, I think that the session can be just as effective, and that may mean that the parent needs to be sitting there with them the whole time so that they're staying engaged, and that the parents can be that extra support that you don't have at home.
Definitely. Okay, well, again, thank you for your time, and we'll definitely continue to check in with you throughout your teletherapy services going forward.
Sounds good. Thank you.